Hello everyone, it's Gladius. This week we have more resources, more ways for you to be able to get champion gear very easily, including a way to get an awakened piece just from resources that you can farm this week. There's a good amount to go over, so let's jump right into it. First, when you collect your last Hurrah quest, you are going to have to complete a Super Bloom, collect Coalesced Essence from the Dream Surge, and then also plant 3 Dream Seeds. This is going to be confusing for new or returning players because this is going to involve a bunch of things in the Emerald Dream this time. Yeah, so the Emerald Dream is going to be the awakened area for this week. And also the Myrddrassel raid in the Emerald Dream is going to be the one that's going to be awakened and have empowered rewards. So just like usual, just like every other week, first thing you're going to want to do is collect that last Hurrah quest and then head on over to the Emerald Dream. Now, if you've never been to the Emerald Dream before, this is what you're going to do. You're going to have to complete a couple intro quests. You're going to talk to the Blood Elf right next to the stairs in this location. I'll go ahead and put the coordinates in the description for you to find that. So once you complete some of the intro quests, it'll be obvious once you get to that point because you're going to have all these quests open up in the camp area and you're going to see one that's called Worthy Ally. This week, I am going to recommend that you grab the Worthy Ally quest because it might give us some Dream Seeds, which is something we'll need in the next few steps. So let's first talk about this Super Bloom because this is going to be the timer event for this week. You want to make sure that you're keeping an eye on the horn here. It's right in the middle of Emerald Dream. Once you see that it's about to come up and about to start, every hour on the hour, the Super Bloom event is going to begin. At that point, you can just head over to this location where the horn is, and there's going to be a tree NPC that's going to come to life and then lead you through a series of challenges. But before you start following the tree, you want to go ahead and grab that quest that's right next to the tree. No worries if it's already begun because you can jump in at any point. There's going to be the quest giver that's following the tree through. Just go ahead and talk to this quest giver, grab that quest. Basically, by killing any mobs that are around the tree or by interacting with any of the plants that are going to spawn around, you're going to collect something called Bloom, which is going to add the objective gauge at the top. Anything you do is going to contribute to that shared objective that everybody's working on, and you're going to get upgraded rewards based on how much you can do. Just go ahead and follow the tree, make sure you're killing stuff. You need to kill at least a couple things to be able to get 50 Bloom contributed. You will have completed that part of the objectives. Make sure you're there when it finishes, which is just going to be when the tree arrives at the final destination. So next, what you're going to want to do is complete the Dream Seeds. There's a quest giver that is going to give you rewards for the same task you're about to do. So go ahead and grab this quest over here. I'll go ahead and put it in the description as well. There's coordinates there. It's going to be in that little encampment. You're going to go ahead and grab that quest. And all you have to do for this is that you're going to see on your map this little icon or sapling kind of icon. You're going to go ahead and go to that. And you're going to either do one of two things. First of all, if you arrive and there's already a plant that's growing, you're going to contribute your own seed to it if you have a seed of the same type. There's 3 different types. There's a green, blue, and epic. You receive these seeds from a variety of different sources. You can get these from world quests, completing the Worthy Allies quest, which is why I said to pick it up, because as you're doing these different objectives, you're going to be getting reputation anyway. So you're just going to be able to complete that quest at the same time. So after you fight the raid boss, there's a chance you can get a Dream Seed there. And then if you don't have enough at that point, you only need 3 of them. And again, it could be any combination of all of the rarities. Just go ahead and complete a couple world quests that do give you the Dream Seeds as well. They do drop from rares too. It doesn't really matter which one's put in there, and it doesn't really matter how fast you use any of these. The rewards do scale with the quality or rarity that you have of the seeds, right? These aren't really super gear driven. They're more like cosmetic rewards. So you could just go ahead and contribute the seed that you have that someone has already started growing. If you don't, the only option you're going to have is to give it dewdrops to help it grow. But if you give it dewdrops, you're not going to get credit for the quest. You do need to contribute the seed for you to be able to gain progression on the quest. If you don't have that one, head to the next seedling. Otherwise, if you are the first to arrive there, there's just going to be a mound of dirt and just like a little small seedling sprouting up. You can choose the seed at this point. So you can just go ahead and open up your inventory, and then you want to right click on whichever seed you have to contribute. Again, you can use any of the rarities for this. And then at that point, anybody else that comes along will be in the boat of trying to contribute the same seed that you contributed. Next, we're going to need to go collect Dream Surge Essence. This is going to be in the Dream Surge. We're leaving the Emerald Dream for this. We're going to head back to Valdrakken. For me, at least, it was in Thaldraszus, where where we're able to get the Dream Surge tokens. So all you're going to do for this, it's really easy. You just need to fly around the zone. You're going to look for these green orbs floating in the sky. They're going to be in different locations, maybe under a cliff or above a mountain peak, and you're just going to fly through it, and you're going to collect Dream Coalescence. If you collect 100 of these, you're going to satisfy this requirement. There is another option if you did want to kill things for this. Every enemy has a chance to drop Dream Surge Coalescence in the area, so you can go ahead and grab that instead, and you just need it to get about 100. I do feel that flying around and grabbing just the Dream Surge orbs is the best way to get this done just really fast. After completing that, you got your last hurrah quest finished for the week. Go ahead and head back to the quest giver, turn it in, and get your reward. Now let's talk about the other things you want to do this week too. You definitely want to do the Empowered Dream Wardens raid boss. Go ahead and complete him for your chance at getting a champion piece of gear just from doing that. And then also what you want to do is you want to make sure you pick up this quest right here in Valdrakken. You can complete 4 mythic dungeons of any difficulty and get 2 bullion for doing so. 2 weeks worth of bullions given to you in this week. And plus, don't forget, you can still get your bullion again this week as well. Really easy to do. Just jump into Mythic Zeros if you're not familiar with doing like mythic related content. Mythic Zeros are going to be very popular to do. And at this point, everyone should have at least 1 piece of awakened gear. If you don't have any awakened gear yet, go ahead and look at the guide in the description. I go over how not only can you get awakened gear, but you can upgrade it all the way to 515 by doing nothing but LFR. Really easy to do, and take a look at that, and that'll get you ready for going into Mythic Zeros to complete that objective. Finally, the next thing you want to do, it's not going to be on a timer. You want to complete the Dark Heart quests. I'll have a guide in the description about that as well if you want to go ahead and take a look at that. And that's it, everyone. If the video helped you out today, please strike the like button. If you want to stay tuned for more WoW content in the future, please bash the subscribe. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.